Before I show you how to appraise your house, I've just got to go through a few things that you need to remember as you do it. 1. Price is fluid. It's always changing. There's no set price for anything in real estate. 2. There are multiple valuation points. Put it this way, you may have different number of bedrooms, different size bedrooms, different roof shapes, different land layout. So many things come into people's minds when they're discussing price on property. And 3, there are many ways to achieve a great price for your property. Effective marketing and negotiation are just 2 of them. Let's get started.
Okay, so to appraise your property, you need to find the property you're looking for. And in this case, here's one in Victoria, Vermont South. So we can scroll down, we can see a lot of websites here. They have a lot of prices. There's On the House, realestate.com, property value, etc, etc.
So you can see the valuations these websites bring up. There's up to 26% variance in some of them.
Now, we're going to choose domain to do our first property report. Click on that. So we can see here, here's the estimate provided. We've got multiple suburbs, multiple properties in the sold area with different suburbs. So if we click on Browse All and we play around with the filters because we want the sold properties in the suburb. Bring this one down to 6 months. So you can see here we've got these properties 1.1 to sort of 1.17 rather. Okay, so what you could do is click in each one of these to compare your property to the insides. Check if it's got a new kitchen or a new bathroom. If yours doesn't have a new bathroom, then it might not be quite the same. You might have to drop off $50,000 for a new bathroom, depending on the quality, obviously. Now we'll do the same thing again for realestate.com.
We will bring up the property, here it is here. And if we scroll down, again it'll have similar sort of information that the last one did. It's sale price and an estimated value, 1.2 to 1.45, so quite broad. And that's because it does take the last sale price and adds inflation on minimal information about the house, because you can see the photo here is quite old. Now, this is where it gets a bit more fun than domain. It's got a map with similar sales in the area. So you can see there's a couple of 2s where there's been a couple of houses in a couple of streets sold. And as we have a look at some of the prices around, you can see under $1 million over here, 1.21, 1.18, but it doesn't go into a lot of detail with them. So again, we'll expand the sold section. We can see 4.2, 4.24, and the prices generally around that 1.2. Some are getting up to 1.29. You can see this one's got a pool. As we scroll down, you can see nearly 1.7 down here. Now that might be an anomaly, so it might be a really grand house or a massive block of land, but you can see again around $1 million. So what you'd end up doing is you'd end up clicking on these properties, going into them, and actually comparing what their kitchens and bathrooms and land size is to yours. And you'd try and find some that are plus or minus the same. So some might have a new kitchen and yours might have an old kitchen. Therefore you'd add sort of the price of a kitchen onto, or take it off in this case, take it off the price. And if yours has a new bathroom and theirs has an old bathroom, well, yours might be worth the price of a new bathroom. So anywhere from $12,000 to $20,000 more than the other property. But again, there is a lot of stuff that can go into the variation. So you want to get a good range of these properties before you make your assessment. So we'll click on this one here. So as you can see, it's pretty neat. It's probably not the best one to click on because it's got those pitch ceilings, but you can see it's quite neat, quite presentable. Not an old kitchen. See, it's you know, got an older bathroom sort of thing. We'll just click on the floor plan quickly and just have a look at the size of the bedrooms. You can see they're all reasonable sizes, but you can see all this decking as well. So, but that's basically what you need to do. Go into each property and compare which ones are closest to yours, and then you can come up with your appraisal. This valuation brings us an approximate appraisal price of 1.1 to 1.2 million. However, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. This is where, with the right marketing and negotiation, you can probably sell this house for a bit more. Do you want to know why? Yep. Well, what if the buyer knew this house was actually in Ramsay Street on the Neighbours sitcom? You know, it could be a UK buyer, it could be an Australian buyer, who knows? They might be willing to pay, you know, an extra $200,000 more for Toadie's house. Okay, it's not really Toadie's house, but it is on Ramsay Street. That's where the right marketing techniques can come into play. That's how you do it. Only a few easy steps. Well, it's easy when you do it quite quickly, but we only had 2 minutes to cover it off. If you were my client, like Toadie was, I'd probably spend about 20 minutes, if not half an hour, going through everything with you, and you could go into a lot more detail. I can do this on video for you as well, so if you want me to do this for your property, click the easy button below and I'll get one out to you as soon as possible.